Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is Cuisine Royale. This is a tips and tricks video around using the link portal trap to dodge enemies. And it's something I've been actually putting to good use. I found a number of different uses for the link portal trap recently, and I want to show off. One of which is essentially using it to reposition really quickly to deceive enemies. Now, this is near the end of a game in Église in Normandy. I've put a portal trap in the building behind me, in one of the tall ones, quite a distance off, and I've just shot at some enemies, as you might have seen at the beginning of this video, and kind of missed them, so I've just alerted them to my position. And I found a fridge in here which I'm looting nearby them, which sounds insane, but actually I did it on purpose because I wanted to put a grenade trap on the body and then link portal here that I can then use to zap back into this building over here and away from the danger. I'm now further back than they're expecting me to be, and in a second you'll see them start to pile onto the buildings in an effort to look for me. Unfortunately I lost the sound for this video, which is why you can't hear any gunfire or anything, but it shows an interesting way of doing it. And I actually start to use the link portals a bit closer together, but in slightly different positions near the end, and I've tried this in a few different games and it works quite well. You can use it in different ways, so you could put one, I used one on an enemy's body, a fallen body. I killed an enemy, went to get his loot, and then someone else started shooting at me, so I put a portal by my feet and zipped back to another portal that I dropped previously, waited a little while, like 30 seconds to a minute, and then zipped back again, and the enemy had given up looking for me because I weren't in that position anymore. And I was able to escape. So now I've moved the original portal, the first portal in this setup, to the edge of that building, and I've gone back to where I was before. They've recently set off the grenade that was next to the fridge, so I know they're somewhere nearby. They're in the general vicinity, and it's allowed me to switch positions quickly. You can dash back and forth between these areas, and in a second be able to use that to then basically put different fire down on them from differing positions in a small location. There's only a handful of people left, so it's pretty easy to be able to deceive enemies as to where you are, but also to get the shots down on it. Unfortunately it doesn't work out in the end, as you'll see, because I get panned by someone that's run through the blue. Hilariously, someone recently commented on the video, so you even know who it is, but the game itself was going really well up until that point, and this technique worked really well too. Unfortunately my teammate got killed, which is another downer. And another quick point on that actually is another tip to use, another way to use the link portal trap, is to put one down near a fire, and then if you are in a position later on in the game where your friend gets killed, you can grab their heart, put the portal down and quickly zap back to the fire to be able to revive them. Obviously you have to bear in mind where the zone is and where it's going to fall, but if you happen to be in an area where there's a fire and it looks like it's going to stay in the safe zone for a while, you can use that to your advantage to be able to then quickly revive your teammates without having to trek halfway across the map to be able to find a fire. So there are loads of different ways to use it, and it's great. Another way that I'll show you a bit later on is that you can also use them when you're downed as well, which is really cool. So your teammates can also use them too, so you can put a portal down. If one of your teammates gets shot, they can go into that portal and disappear to a safer area. So here you can see me using the link portals. I zapped over to that area and downed one of the enemies, and then zap back again in the thought that his teammate's going to be looking for me because I've just made a lot of noise. And then I zap back again, he's hiding, taking cover behind there, kill him off, have a quick look, see if anybody's about, scooch back, and I'm back in this position again. I'm away from where they're going to be looking and potentially safe to some degree. The zone's also closing in, so it's obviously going to make it a little bit harder as we get nearer. Again, in a certain position, shooting at a baddie, put the link portal down, zap back to the outside of the building. Now I'm on the complete other side of him, on the other side of the wall, so he thinks he's in cover, and actually I'm behind him again, then I can zap back again. And then it all goes horribly wrong, because despite having the blue to my back, I'm about to get panned. Which is kind of frustrating, but it happens a lot. Bonk. There you go, it was going well up until then. It actually came second, quite close to winning. Unfortunate disaster. Now here, again in Normandy, this is the use I was talking about before, there's actually two different teams fighting it out, and we've turned up as well. Only playing duos, so there's only 6 people in the vicinity. My teammate's a bit of a way off, but I put some rounds down, managed to down one of the guys over there. Someone else in the other team has downed another one, I can see trying to crawl into cover, so I throw a grenade in his direction and try and flank around. Unfortunately, the enemy get the drop on me and finish me off, as you'll see in a second. But then it dawns on me that one of the things that I do quite a lot is when I've downed an enemy, I try and finish them off so that their teammate then has to get their heart to revive them and can't just revive them. And so I'm in this position thinking, I can't see anything because the tree's in the way. I try and put a link portal down and it works. And now, conveniently, I put one nearby by a bunker, which inconveniently now has an enemy in it, but he doesn't necessarily know I'm there. Why would there suddenly be an enemy crawling on the floor? It's not something you'd expect. But I'm out of danger, although unfortunately I'm far away from my friend who doesn't realise what I've done, and I end up dying anyway. But at least my heart is there, and it's a valid way to use it. Another thing I discovered while doing this as well is that you can use other traps when you're downed. It includes things like the grenade trap, so if you get downed you can put a grenade trap where your body is, and then just quickly crawl away from it. And then hopefully if an enemy tries to run up on you, they're going to get a nasty surprise. Obviously if your teammates are nearby and they can come and save you, you need to warn them that there's a grenade trap there. It won't kill them, but it will make a noise. And having that ability to basically protect your gear is obviously a good thing too. An enemy's going to run over, think they're going to be able to steal all your stuff, and they end up just getting a grenade to the face instead. I'm sure you could probably use other ones as well, but it's an interesting idea, worth checking out. Hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching. This has been the Provoked Prawn. Hope you found this video useful, interesting or hilarious. Be sure to subscribe and check out these other videos, as well as taking a look in the description for links and other information you might find useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or anything you'd like to see extra about this, and have a great life.